Right, left, left hand church. Shapar, which means horn. Yayan, which means one. Salaki, let me know what we live on, if we live on any of the Facebooks. La Yasha'ala, which means to Israel. The water. Shapar again. About to do the prayers. Babakasha, Imajim, which means to stand. Sawa Panya Hakodam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malakutka, Taba'ah, Ratizaka, Haya, Aisha, Barataza, Kawa, Haya, Bashemayim, Adanlanaw, Kham, Khal, Yuam, Wasalakanaw, Kawatanaw, Kasalakanaw, Kawatanaw, Wala, Tabi'aya now, Banasaya 1, Abal, Abashai now, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wa'ala, Watapara, Iwalamia, Aman. In the English, our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, Yahweh. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Hakak, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai. Babgushah. Batan Lanaw. Hakak. Hakak. Laba'a. Kamakala. Wukal Marawa. Hakak. Lataha. Hamatazariah. Hakak. Lahakmia. Hamathia. Hakak. Arakawa. The Tamala. The Garishan. Ba'ashem Yahushai. The Waraman. In the English, Yahweh. In the name Yahushai. Please give us the power. Power to heal all manner of sickness and all manner of disease. Power to cleanse the lepers. Power to raise the dead. Power against unclean spirits. To cast them out. In the name Yahushai. Thank you. So be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah. Ayanya. Al-Hahaya. Mayan. Yabah. Isaiah. Isaiah mine. Yahweh. Aisha. Shamayam. Warataza. Al-Yatan. Lamuwat. Regalka. Al-Yanawam. Shemarka. Hanala'a. Yanawam. Wala'a. Yayishan. Shawamah. Yasharala. Yahweh. Shemarka. Yahweh. Tizalka. Aliyah. Yamyanka. Yawma. Hashemash. La'a. Yakaka. Wayarach. Balayala. Yahweh. Yashemarka. Makarai. Yashemar. Athnapashka. Yahweh. Yashemar. Tazaatka. Abuaka. Ma'aita. Wa'aid Iwalam. In the English, I will lift up mine eyes into the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth and even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahayim, Al-Dama Yalakah, Al-Takarash, Al-Tashakwat, Al-Allah. No, Zaki, Allah. Kayahana, Awayabika, Awayab, Wamashanayaka, Nashawa, Raj, Al-Imaka, Yariyamwa, Suwad, Wayataya Aitazawa, Al-Tatapawanyaka, Amarwa, Lakawa, Wanakakira, Magoya, Walaha, Yazakar, Sham Yashral, Iwad, Kaya, Nava Aitazawa, Lab, Yakadwa, Aliyaka, Bayaf, Yakarathwa, Ahalia, Adawan, Wayashma Aliyam, Mabaaba, Wahagayam, Gabal, Wainuan, Waimalak, Halashah, I'm Yeshabia, Tazawar, Gam Ashawar, Nalawa, Imam, Hayawa, Zarwai, Labanya Lawat, Salah, Aishalaham, Kamadian, Kasaya Sarah, Kayabian, Banakal, Kwayashwan, Nashamadwa, Bayandara, Hayawa, Daman, La Adama, Shayatamwa, Nadayamwa, Kaira, Wakazaba, Wakazabach, Wakatazamana, Karnasir Kamwa, Ashar, Amawa, Nairashah, Lanoa, Nawab, Alahayam, Alahayam, Shayatamwa, Kagagala, Kakwash, Lapanya Raka, Kaash, Tabaira Yaira, Wakalaba, Talahat, Hayab, Kantaradagma, Basairaka, Wabasau Paska, Tabalam, Malahab, Panyam, Kwalawan, Wayabakwashwa, Shamka, Yahawa, Yabashwa, Wayabahalwa, Ajai, Wayakapawa, Wayabadwa, Wayadaiwa, Kaya, Ata, Shamka, Yahawa, Labaka, Aliyawan, Al-Kalha Arataza. In English, keep not thy silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult. And they that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones. They have said, come, and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. For they have consulted together with one consent.
They have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
and Hagreen,
and Hagareen,
Gebal,
Gebal,
and Ammon,
Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
A sword also is joined with them.
So also join with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They are hoping of children of Lot.
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them
go unto them,
as unto the
and
Midianites,
unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sarah,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
as at the brook of Kishon,
at the brook of Kishon,
which perished at Endor.
which perished at Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They cannot done for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nobles like a red.
and like Zahab,
And that's a
yea,
yea,
or their princes
all their princes,
as Abba
as Zabak,
and as Almunah,
as Amunah,
who said,
who said,
let us take to
let
ourselves
take to ourselves
the house of Yahweh
the house of Yahweh
in possession.
in possession.
O my power,
Oh my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as a stove before the wind,
and they stumble for the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burning wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them without tempers.
So persecute through our tempers.
And make them afraid without storm.
And make them afraid without storm.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
And then they seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded.
Let them be confounded.
And troubled forever.
And troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame.
Let them be put to shame.
And perish.
And perish.
That men may know.
Then they know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone is.
His name alone is.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Art the Most High.
Of the Most High.
Over all the earth.
Over all the earth.
Alright, this is blessings in the Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Maka Allah.
Wa Alahayim.
Wa Alahayim.
Matazab Yah.
Matazabah.
Alawat Yahana.
Alawat Yahana.
Ha Alawapim.
Ha Alawat.
Ha Saranyim.
Ha Saranyim.
Ha Kotazayanyim.
Ha Kotazayanyim.
Ha Kayayalim.
Ha Kayayanyim.
Wa Ha Kwathim.
Wa Kwathim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Tuwara Aman.
Tuwara Aman.
In English, bless you Yahweh.
Bless you Yahweh.
And Yahushai.
And Yahushai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And angels.
Commanding General Yahana.
Commanding General Yahana.
Generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of
In
Yahushai.
the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Bless Israel in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Barak Lanawa.
Barak Lanawa.
Vayasharala.
Vayasharala.
Vahabayasapaya.
Vayasapaya.
Barak.
Barak.
Rabah.
Rabah.
Hagan.
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 Kal Yasharala.
Kal Yasharala.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Tuwara Aman.
Tuwara Aman.
In English, Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
In the name of Yahushai.
Bless us.
Bless us.
And Israel.
And Israel.
And the school.
And the school.
Bless.
Bless.
Heal.
Heal.
Shield.
Shield.
Protect.
Protect.
All Israel.
All Israel.
In the name of
In
Yahushai.
the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Curses in English. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed is Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
And all things living.
And all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of
In the
Yahushai.
name of Yahushai.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
To evils and curses.
To evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the heathen.
To the heathen.
That speak against
That
us.
speak against us.
Thy prophets.
The prophet.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the schools.
To evils and curses.
To evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and
To
destruction.
the heathen.
To the heathen.
And shake loose the treasure
And shake loose the
of the
treasure
rich of Israel.
of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to give to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches
To enter into thy
to
sanctuary.
enter into our sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
And their drug. Asalakia. And the nation.
And the nation.
And their drug
And
dealers.
their drug dealers.
Court system.
Court system.
Prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments are our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and army.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux
Ku
Klan.
Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Comitatus.
Posse
The
Comitatus.
gay movement.
Gay movement.
Lesbian movement.
Lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
National Space Program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airways.
And the airway.
The cable access channel.
Cable access channel.
And the radio
And
channel.
the radio channel.
Convict the spirit
Convict the spirit
of any of thy people
within the night people
that seek to stop
that
us
seek to stop
and
us.
bring swift
And
destruction
bring swift destruction
to all the heathen
to all the heathen
that stand in the way
that stand in the way
or try to stop
and
us
try to stop
from
us
broadcasting your
from
words
broadcasting your word
throughout the planet Earth.
throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the plagues.
Let loose all the plagues.
Cause them to go to and
All
fro
to go to and fro
through the earth
through the earth
and consume
and
them.
consume them.
Let the plagues
Let the plague
shake the house of the thief
shake the house of the thief
and the murderer.
and the murderer.
Like Yahushua,
That Yahushua,
Michael and Gabriel.
Michael and
Come
Gabriel,
down with the flying saucers
come down with the flying
and
saucers
punish all the
and
heathen
punish all the heathens
that stand in, that come up against
that
us
come up against us.
as we speak thy
And we
word.
speak thy word.
Because we know by all
Going to be known by all.
that is the angels that have done it.
That is the angels that have done it.
Because we spread through the media
Going to be spread to the media
throughout the whole
throughout
world.
the whole world.
Causing the shake of thy
Come
coming.
to shake to thy coming.
In the name of Yahweh
In
Shai,
the name of I.S.U.P.K.
thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Sai, which means to turn. Yeshabia, which means to be seated. Yeshabia, rather. Hold up. P, you know what a 1611 is?
It's under there. Just lift up. His back is on top of that table right there.
Okay, I see it. First one. Alright. We in Job 4 and 6. We're gonna start this off.
4 and 7. So Salaki.
So you started 4 and 7.
Huh? Oh yeah, you start on 4 and 7.
Okay, come.
Oh, Rasta.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You said you start.
Make sure y'all get that right. Hold up. So it's 4 and 7.
Come.
That's right, y'all?
So I wouldn't do that.
Salaki?
Rasta, that's right.
Okay, do that, sure. Alright, this is 4 and 7. Zakar Na'a Maya Hawa'a Nakwaya Abad Wa Yashayam Nakad wa 8 Ka'ashar Ra'ayathya Karashya a 1 Wa Zariah Aimal Yakwatazar wa Manasham Math Alawa Ya'abad wa Wianana Wa Marwak Apawa Apawa Yakalwa 10 Shagath Araya Wakawal Shakal Washanya Kapayaryam Nataiwa 11 Layash Abad Mabalia Sarat Wabanya Labaya Yataparadwa 12 Waalia Dabar Yaganab Watakwak Azania Shamataza Manawa 13
Next verse.
Yakan Bashai Yum Makazayan wa Layala Banapal Taradama Ayo and Nashim. Nashim is, I believe, women. Salaki. I could be wrong about that. This is Job 4 and 7. Remember, I pray thee, whoever perished being innocent. Whoever perished being innocent. Right? Or where were the righteous cut off? Even as I have seen, they that plow iniquity and sow wickedness reap the same. 9. By the blast of the power they perish, and by the breath of his nostrils are they consumed. The roaring of the lion and the voice of the fierce lion and the teeth of the young lions are broken. 11. The old lion perisheth for lack of prey, and the stout lion's whelps are scattered abroad. Now a thing was secretly brought to me, and mine ear received a little thereof. 13. In thoughts from the visions of the night, when deep sleep falleth on men. Verse 14. Pakad Kwaranaya Wa Ra'ida Wa Rab Itazamwath Ha Pakyad Wa Rawak Il Panya Yakalab Dasamar Shairath Bashar Ya'imad Wala Akayar Maraadwa Damawana La Nagad Ayanya. We in 16 right now. Dama Wakwawo Ashamai. 17. Ha Anawash Ma'alawa Yatazadak Ma'aishawa Yatahar Gabar. 18. Han Ba'ibad Yawa La'a Ya'amayan Wa Bamala Ak Yawa Yashayam Tahala. 19. Up Shakanya Bathya Kamar Ashar Ba'ipar Yasawadam Yadakawam Lapanya Aish Mabakwar La Irab Yakathwa Mabalya Shayam La Natazak. Khan. This Khan. La Natazak Ya Abadwa. That was 20. 20 is the last verse, right?
Come on, Carl.
Khan. 14. 14. Fear came upon me and trembling, which made all my bones to shake. Then a spirit passed before my face. The hair of my flesh stood up. It stood still, but I could not discern the form thereof. An image was before mine eyes. There was silence, and I heard a voice saying, 17. Shall mortal man be more than God? Shall a man be more pure than his maker? Behold, he put no trust in his servants, and his angels he charged with folly. 19. How much less on them that dwell in houses of clay, whose foundations is in the dust, which are crushed before the moth. They are destroyed from morning to evening. They perish forever without any regarding it. Okay, 21 is the last verse. Hala'a Nasai Yataram Bam Yamawathwa Wala Bakama. 5 and 1. Kwara Na'a Hayash Iwanka Wa'al Maya Makwadashyam Tapana. 2. Kaya La'awayo Yaharag Kaish Wa Pata Tamayath Kwana. 3. Anya Ra'ayahya Awayo, Mashayash, Wa Aquawab, Nawa, Wa Patam, for Yarakakwa, Banayawa, Mayashai, Wayadakawa, Bashire, Ayan, Matazayo, 5. Ashar, Quatazayarwa, Raib, Yaakal, Waal, Matazanyam, Yakwak, Washa'ab, Tazanyam, Hayalam, 6. Kaya, La'a, Yataza'a, Ma'aipar, Awan, Ma'adama, La'a, Yatazamak, Aymar. What's Adama? Who knows? Especially the officers. The officers should know this. What is Adama? Pratiza?
Salaki, so, well, I don't know what it is, because I just looked down. I just looked down at the word. So I have the answer in front of me.
What's the answer?
Oh, the answer is you said I'm Amam?
No, Adama.
Adama. That's what you're saying?
Right.
Adama.
It's in verse 6. Yeah, Khan.
Verse 6?
Yeah, Khan, it's in verse 6. And that was the last verse, right, Charles?
Come on, Khan.
Khan, what's Adama? See if you can get it while I...
Oh, slop, yeah.
Khan.
Adama, something to do with like Adam from the ground.
The dust.
Khan.
Up from Adama means from the dust.
Khan.
Adama itself technically would be what we call subservient or feminine. So you take off the which makes it feminine, and then that makes it masculine to be Adam or Adam, which means the same thing, from the dust. Khan.
Salaki, so say that the word
Adama.
It's Adama.
Khan. Adama and Ha.
Yeah, Adama.
Khan.
Yeah, Adama. Now what exactly did you say that mean? Because I was looking for it and I see it, but I see it what Adama.
And from what's it called? That's what the wa and the ma is at the beginning.
And from.
Right.
Come.
So let's read it and break it down. 21. The 4 and 21. Doeth not their excellency which is in them go away? They die even without wisdom. Okay. 5 and 1. Call now if there be any that will answer thee. To which of the saints wilt thou turn? 2. For wrath killeth the foolish man, and envy slayeth the silly one. Okay. 3. I have seen the foolish taking root, but suddenly I cursed his habitation. 4. His children are far from safety, and they are crushed in the gate. Neither is there any to deliver them. Okay. Being foolish does not prosper. Okay. And that's what you see all throughout our society. We as a people think that, like, I was thinking about this the other day. The Italians, Khan,
Oh yeah, Salaki, sir.
Khan.
Right now, because I'm a little confused. What exactly is the subject matter that we're reading?
This is Job's friends. The entirety of the book of Job is Job's friends saying, because you're going through all of this, God must be punishing you. And Job's like, I ain't do shit wrong. That's the entirety of the book of Job. And at the end of the book, you're going to find out the Most High is going to send an angel to basically tell them, Job was right, y'all were wrong, and if you don't want to be punished for it, Job's going to have to pray for you. Yeah, you can read it. That's in the last chapter. You can go ahead and read that. Khan.
So this is, right now, we listened to a conversation between Job and his friends.
Right.
And this is his friends talking right now?
Khan. It's going to go back to Job, but if I'm not mistaken, this is still Eliphaz, the Temanite, talking. Khan. That's how our people, Khan, I got to get through this. That's how our people deal with them. I was thinking about this the other day. There's you got all these mobsters, their children live deliciously, right? In these companies like labor unions and so on and so forth. But Frank Lucas, his son, probably ain't got nothing. Nicky Bonds, if he had kids, ain't got nothing. Nicky Bonds is basically no different than Tekashi 6ix9ine. Well, I don't know if what they say about Tekashi 6ix9ine's female is true, but supposedly Nicky Bonds went to jail and everybody had to turn on his woman. That's what made Nick. A lot of people don't know that's the reason he really turned informant, because he found out his men, all his people, just all his capos, so to speak, were having sex with his woman. Right, while he was locked up, and that's what made him turn informant. Yeah, foolishness doesn't pay. Like, our communities are destroyed because women think it's a good idea to kick out fathers.
Right.
Okay. Whose heartless the hungry eateth up, and taketh it even out of the thorns, and the robber swalloweth up their substance. Well, who is the robber? You have a question, sis?
You said something about.
Well, Salakia, I'm trying to deal with it. Give me a sec. Just give me a sec, Salakia. Who's the robber?
Read that again, sir.
Let me read it again for the brother. Whose harvest the hungry eateth up, and taketh it even out of the thorns, and the robber swalloweth up their substance. Who's the robber? Shaul, you thought you had it?
Yeah, Russell.
Khan.
Oh, no, I wanted to hear it. I wanted to hear it again so I could understand exactly what's going on.
Khan. That's it. The oppressor. How does he steal your substance? How does he get your substance? Khan.
Well, he's waiting until you
Give me an example.
I'll give you an example. So
Right.
it says, so let's say that a farmer is reaping his harvest, and he put it to the side, and somebody come and steal it.
Okay, give me an example of our oppressor. You being foolish allows our oppressor to rob from us. Shaul.
For example, Thanksgiving, what they did to the people at Indians. We took in the pilgrims.
But was that foolish? Remember, the scripture says to be a gracious host.
Allah, so that wasn't foolish.
Right. What's foolish? Selling drugs.
Right.
You know, when they raid your car and find the 3 million you got hidden in the wheel, the money is going into evidence. Your car is in a police auction. You know who's the biggest thief? The defense attorney. You know how much money he's going to make off you? Off your foolishness.
Right.
That's what this scripture is talking about. Constance, you had a question?
Like you said, foolishness, right?
Right.
Without us knowing, probably the true reason why the oppressor can like steal something from underneath our nose is because without, like you said, without deep down, without knowledge and stuff like that, without we are foolish because we don't know our heritage, inheritance.
Right, we don't know our heritage.
Moving
Con.
around and don't know, so it gives them an opportunity to snatch what we have as a people.
Con. So that was it?
So, Salaki,
John.
so your question was based on foolishness,
Right.
not the oppressor stealing from you
Meaning-
because you're being foolish.
Right, that's
you're
what,
saying.
because what was the verse before that? Because how does it start? I have seen the foolish taking root, but suddenly I curse his habitation.
Okay.
That's verse 3. Then verse 4 is talking about his children. Verse 5 is talking about his punishment. Come. Verse 6. Although affliction cometh not forth of the dust, neither doeth trouble spring out of the ground. And that was verse 6 we were talking about earlier, right? Con. That was verse 6 we were talking about earlier.
Come.
Con. Let me get that in how is it translated in the how a lot of things you can be using, what's called, and you're studying. There's a lot of different good tools to use when it comes to studying the Hebrew to get a better understanding of things. Why my Adama in that instance is and out of the ground, although not does come from the dust. My I-par is dust. I-par, like ibod, I-par. Out of the ground. And from the ground. Okay. So we back in the Hebrew. What set are we on, y'all? Like,
We're on the fourth set now.
no time trash. We're getting through this quick. Kaya Adam. Let's see. What is Adam? I'll give y'all a minute to wonder about. Y'all got the answer. What is Adam?
Is it man?
Yes. Man. Barbecue sauce, y'all. Some water barbecue sauce. I'm getting the hiccups. 7. Kaya Adam la'aimal. Wa Yalad. Wa Banya. Rashab. Yagab. Baya Yahawah. I.W.A.P. 8. Iwalam. Anya. Adarash. Alal. Wa'al. Alahayam. Alala. Wait, hold on. Oh, Yakan. Allah. This is interesting. Somebody reading along in the Hebrew?
Come.
That's so we're clear. That's to God. That's unto God. That's Allah. I said it right the first time. Allah. That was a little weird. What?
Salaki, sir. And if I may, actually, I literally just saw that. I thought you pronounced it wrong because I'm looking for Yahweh. Ayahayim.
Okay, you notice that it happens again. And unto the powers. And unto Wa'al Alahayim.
I recognize that.
Yeah, right. No, okay, so Allah is the proper regular form to say, and Alahayim is plural.
Come.
Allah is singular. You'll also see Alahaya, but I'm not asked like how that specifically works. But Khan, Allah is just singular, regular power, or the power rather.
Slack it, sir.
Khan.
So unto, that's Allah as well?
I'm pretty sure that's pronounced all.
Oh, just all.
All.
How would you spell it?
A-H-L.
A-H-L.
Khan. I could be wrong because to itself is La, the letter La. but unto is all. To my knowledge, it's it should be, more than likely it's alt for so no one gets confused with that and God. But with context, you can still what's it called? Allah Allah. If you know context, you can understand they're saying unto God. But I'll double check that. But for now, say all. If anyone asks you anything, say outside about to say it. Wa'al alahayam ashyam dabarathya Aisha, what's Aisha? Gadalwath Wa'ayan Kakwar Napalawath Ayan Masapar 10. Hanatan Matar Ayo Panya Aratza Washalak Mayam Ayo Panya Hawatazawa 11. La Shawam Shapalium La Marawam Salakia Wakwadarium Shagabwa Yashai 12. Mapar Makashab Wath Irawam Yum Salakia Wala'a Ta'aisha Yanna Yada Yum Ta'ashaya 13. Lapad Lakad Kama Kaka Slakia Lakad Kakam Yum Ba'ira Khan.
You said 13?
I'm on 13, yeah.
No, 12 was the last verse.
12 was the last verse. You sure? I thought I had to go. Oh, copy. Got it. Hold on, let me. What's your question? Yeah, 13's the last verse, right? Yeah, come. I thought so. Salaki, one sec says, Lakad Kakamya, that's wisdom, or why, I'll look it up in a second. Ba'iram, Wa'itazath, Napatalyum, Namahara. Let's see what Napathal is. Napathalium in that instance. Okay, I said Aisha. What is Aisha? There's a very basic verb. You got to know this one. I helped you out. It's a verb. It's the verb. It's the verb for all verbs. What is Aisha? You should especially know this show. Like I said earlier, you're going to be doing this soon. I don't think it's up there. What's Aisha? I said it's the verb for all verbs. Khan.
It's not more than one, right?
What? What do you mean more than one? No. It's the verb for all verbs. Nobody? P, you got an idea?
It's even, well, the idea is even that, it comes up a lot.
But what does it mean?
I don't know.
It does come up a lot. What does
Yeah,
it mean
I
though?
don't, that's what I said, I don't know, sir.
You sure? Gotta know this. Khan.
Is it whose, or who, or which?
I said it's a verb.
I don't know.
It's the verb for all verbs. Khan.
Can it be used in a different way?
Not normally. It's usually used in this way. You'll see Aisha or Aisha, as in like Aisha and Wa. What is it used for though? What is it the verb to do? I literally just gave it to you. It is the verb for all verbs. For time's sake, I'm gonna give it to you. What is the definition of a verb? A verb is something you.
It's it's an action verb. It's the action.
Verb is something you.
Do.
What is I.S.U.P.K? It means to.
To do.
Right. That's why you see it all constantly. I.S.U.P.K is the verb to do.
Wait.
Khan.
You said I.S.U.P.K.
I.S.U.P.K. I shine ha or I shine wa.
Oh,
You'll see either variation.
Uh,
And here's the thing. This is what I mean about context. Just so we're clear, I shine wa or I should. That's I.S.U.P.K. I.S.U.P.K or I should wa in that instance could mean like do it. I should wa is also Esau. But in that instance, he's wasted away.
Salaki, so I thought you said Ashar.
No, Salaki, yeah,
Yeah,
I.S.U.P.K.
Yeah, I thought you said
Ashar. So that's why you said that.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, that which Yakan. Those who
that's-
mean that in which
that's-
Yakan. Salaki.
That's what I thought.
Yakan. I thought you heard me when I spoke. You dip it out?
No.
Okay, come.
I'm trying to get my pen.
Yakan.
What was the definition for I.S.U.P.K?
I.S.U.P.K means to do.
To do.
So we're familiar. I'm not sure the exact usage of it, but you can jot down da. The letter da can also be used in instances for do. I'm not sure of the specific rules, but I do know that is a rule. Da can also be do, which is probably where it comes from, where do comes, why do is spelled the way it is in English. Con.
In the Lord's Prayer, it says, Haya Asha. So that Haya, what would that be?
Your will be done.
Oh, your will. Haya is your will.
Right.
And
Wait,
then
hold on. No. B, Haya is B. Salakia, let me get what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about, but where is it? Yeah, there's somewhere in here.
Yeah, it's the Lord's Prayer.
Yeah, Khan. I.S.U.P.K. Yeah, Ratazaka, Haya, I.S.U.P.K. Ratazaka, Rataza is will, Ka is your, Haya be, I.S.U.P.K. will. Your will be done. Khan. So now we started, Khan.
One more thing. You said also to do. You also said da.
Da, the letter da can be used.
So you can is it da or just da?
Da, the letter.
The letter.
Just the letter, yeah,
Just
Khan.
the letter.
Khan. Like a preposition.
Oh, it's the purpose or common.
It's a preposition. Khan.
You said, the sisters is, kicking her brothers out. You said something at the beginning of this lesson. You said sisters was kicking his brothers out.
Meaning like brothers, sisters think that kicking their brother out is a wise thing, but it's actually foolish. And it destroys the black household. Khan. So, Khan, let me get 7. Yet man is born unto trouble, as the sparks fly upward. 8. I would seek unto the power, and unto the power would I commit my cause. Okay, in the English, this don't make what's called, but I'm gonna talk to John Maimonides, somebody, because this is an excellent separation between the Most High and the powers, and the angels, and the Hebrew. Because yo, I'm gonna be real. Like one thing I found very funny. What does Joel translate to in English? Do you know? Khan. In English.
Would Joel translate into English? You said
Yeah,
Joel?
if a person who's not in the truth looked up Joel, what would they look up and see? Do you
I
know?
would say Joel.
No, Joel. No, what would their translation be? If they looked up, what does Joel mean in Hebrew? What would they get? Because they don't know our culture and don't know our language. Do you know?
Allah, sir.
What does Joel actually mean in Hebrew? Yahweh.
Yahweh.
What does it actually mean though? What does that translate to?
So it's he's.
No. The Yahweh Yahweh has nothing to do with he.
So we'll do it, Salak, so I don't
God.
know.
Yahweh is a short, like Yah, another way to shorten the Most High's name.
So,
Yahweh just means the Most High.
so it said, so you have Allah on the back end of it, so
Right,
that
Allah, power.
So it's in the Most High's power.
Right,
So,
the Most High is the power.
Is the power.
But what would an English speaker look up? What would they find in what's it called? Because remember, in English, both those words are translated as God.
That's what
they look up. God is God.
God
I've looked it
God.
up. Like Joel, you get God is God. Now Elijah, Aliyah. What does that mean in Hebrew?
So you say
Allah, Yah. God. No.
Because you have
No. Allah and then Yah, as in the Most High. So,
So is it I?
No.
Is
Allah?
Is I? Because you said I.
No, Allah, as in the power.
Yeah. You said I. You said Allah.
No, Allah.
Allah, yeah, the power. Yeah.
Allah Yah is Elijah.
Power.
Huh?
Allah is the power.
Right. So Allah Yah, what does that mean?
Allah Yah?
Allah Yah. John, what does that mean?
Allah Yah is
John,
you confused.
I would say the powers of the powers.
No, not the powers of power. John.
My power.
No. Allah and then Yah, as in the Most High's name.
Well, Tilaki, sir. Can you go back to Joel, because it seemed like to me is mixing the two. I don't know.
Yahweh Allah.
Right. Yeah.
We covered that's the Most High is the power.
Most
Now
High.
Allah, Yah, Elijah. Allah, Eli, Yah. Yah, Jah, Yah. Allah, Yah. So what does Allah, Yah mean? You want to give it another shot, y'all? Very simple. That's why I'm trying to let you get it, Parazza. Allah, Yah, and Yahweh Allah.
No, it's the way. Maybe it's the way I'm hearing it.
Allah, AHLAYAH.
But I'm still thinking about what you said about Joel. It seemed like that it says the power, or I, the power. I mean, I, you know what I'm saying, the Most High. It's the way that.
No. So what exactly is confusing you?
When you're interchanging in the power and the Most High, the power
Hold
of the
on.
Most High's name. When you make it interchangeable. That's what it sounds like to me.
What do you mean it's interchangeable?
No, that's what it sounds like to me. You changing the power and God.
Like I'm just switching the two?
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
Yeah, I know
it's the same name.
Okay.
Meaning, Joel would be translated as the Most High is the power. Elijah would be translated to the power is the Most High. Same thing. But in English, if you don't understand our culture or Hebrew, God is God for both of them. They literally would translate to the same thing to an English speaker. And that's why it's important. The reason I'm bringing it out is because it shows you, even in the Hebrew, you got Allah and you got Allahayim, to show you there's a difference between the Most High and the angels or his hosts. Because you got idiots that'll try to say Allahayim can really just mean the Most High, which Obama killed Osama bin Laden. You understand what I mean, or la'ah?
No, I understand that. It was just like something, you know what I'm saying? I'm still learning. So the way
I understand.
The way you provoke question, it was like, all right, this is this one and this one. This means this one. This means this one.
Right.
You know, so you make the distinct. These are two distinct. You want to see this these words come together and everybody thinks it's the power of the Most High.
Right.
But some, you know what I mean? But this means this and this means that.
Right.
Period.
Okay, not to go too far off the tangent, but so we can have a basic breakdown. Yahweh and its variations, Yahweh and Yah, right? Those are strictly used for the Most High. That is only the Most High.
Okay.
Allah and its variations. The power as it's used here in Job, that's definitely the Most High. The power, right? That's Kwaraya Allah. The power calls. That's what his name means. Shemawa Allah, named of the power. So on and so forth. Right? All these things, now what's called? Those are the Most High. But you shall not revile the gods of your people. That's going to have Al-Hayim in it. That's not talking about the Most High really at all. Those are men set up and powered by the Most High, but that's not really talking about him. And then you have instances, idiots get away with Genesis. Everybody's familiar with Genesis 1:1. Al-Hayim, and but the King James and other translations just have God.
Okay.
That's why I brought up Obama and Bin Laden. Obama did not shoot anybody. Obama gave the order. The Most High built nothing. The Most High gave the order. However, Moses specifically, the man who wrote down the Torah, wanted it understood. The angels did the work. Otherwise, he would have said Allah or put Yahweh in the very first verse. He didn't. He put Allah. Yahweh doesn't show up till, I want to say, Genesis, the 2nd chapter, 7th verse. However, I'm going to get this confirmed, but when you're seeing it was good, it was good, it was good, that's him running down. That shows you what's it called. You don't really necessarily have to look over your own work to make sure it's good. Your supervisor does. Meaning he created the heavens and the earth and saw that it was good. That's him. That's him. That's the Most High. Right? But you want to make sure that you have those separations. Because otherwise you'll be confused like a Christian, thinking their name, thinking, right now there's a Christian named Joel who really think his name means God is God and think that's just weird. Because he doesn't understand. One is the actual physical name of God. The other is technically a title. Right. One is a name, one is a title. Right. So let's try to breeze through this. Which doth great things and unsearchable, marvelous things without number. 10, who giveth rain upon the earth and sendeth waters upon the fields, to set up on high those that be low, that those which mourn may be exalted to safety. 12, he disappointeth the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. What is that talking about? I'll give you an old usage. Brian, give me a shot.
No, Slaki, I was going to say that devices are like the system and the weapons that the oppressor used to keep us down. His weapons, basically.
Okay, but okay, give me a better example.
Right now they got like the DARPA dealing with lasers, and they got exoskeleton that they soldiers wear. They go, you know what I'm saying, run around with mad weight and do extraordinary things. And those devices that they're creating for a future war against the Most High, he's gonna cripple all that.
Yes, but give me a better example. Don't necessarily got to use warfare or anything like that.
Basically, like, how about with Christianity? Us being asleep under the doctrines of Greek and Roman customs. He's going to cripple all those thoughts of, he loved the whole world and everybody could be saved and we could do what we want to do and not keep the commandments.
Yes, I got this precept. Psalms 83:3, we just read this earlier. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Right? Crafty counsel. They thought of crafty ways to destroy us, like what? Planned Parenthood. Let me get that. Give me Genesis 1:14. Okay, this is Genesis 1:10. Come on, let us deal wisely with them, lest they multiply, and it come to pass that when there falleth out any war, they join also unto our enemies, and fight against us, and so get them up out of the land. 11. Therefore they did set over them taskmasters to afflict them with their burdens, and they built for Pharaoh treasure cities, Pithom and Ramses. 12. But the more they afflicted them, the more they multiplied and grew. Now let's read that again. And what's it called? To set up on Salakia 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. It's not going to work. Planned Parenthood does not work. Okay? Like, the Most High's ways are not ours. Like, you question all this teenage pregnancy and all this. God wants the teenage pregnancy. Is it evil? Yes. But if the 20-year-olds are going to be stupid enough to destroy their wombs, I might as well let teenagers be stupid enough to use their wombs.
Still got to repopulate.
Right. I'm catching myself. Evil woman wants to turn her vagina into a graveyard. This teenage girl wants to experiment with her vagina. No sweat. I'm gonna show you what a vagina does, little girl. Right? Because your older sister wants to be a whore and kill children. No sweat. She'll be a babysitter. And in 5 years, when she finds some idiot to finally marry her, and they go to the hospital and say, you've been too much of a whore, and your body's a graveyard, so yeah, you can't have any kids. She'll be happy to babysit yours, because she'll realize how stupid she was.
Right.
Conscious.
It's like, how can I explain it? It's like, because Esau, what he did was to a lot of people that, okay, I know that you have to have money to take care of children and stuff like that. I say thank God my mother had 11 of us.
Right.
Okay. She never had no abortion.
Right.
She never had, she kept all of us.
Right.
But I'm a new generation. I never had abortion.
Right.
My sister had it, like, how many? I ain't gonna say nothing. It is messed up that women that do want to have kids, they can't.
Right.
And women that can have kids, it's so much that they did to us that I know that you have to take care of. You have to have money to support them, education to support. This is what Esau do. Money to support them, education to support them.
Right.
Esau had swiped everything away from us, so we couldn't be able to even produce and to take care or try to have children. It's so hard and it's sad because people do play a role. You know, when the Most High say do something, and you rebel against it, and before that, you was not rebelling, but Esau did some, economical damage towards us, so we couldn't produce. It's not like the 80s, in the 80s, when everything was cheaper, Pampers and all that stuff. It's like things, it switched. I understand it says in the Bible to be fruitful and multiply. Esau make it so hard, economical, quote unquote, to even have, to allow these sisters to have children.
Right.
You can have children.
Con.
You're fruitful. You're, what they call it?
Fruitful.
Fertile enough to
Right.
have children.
Right.
These know what they do.
Right.
Psychological and all that stuff.
Right.
So how can you come about that? Like, how?
So what?
How can you come about that?
Come
Because it
about
seems like
what?
it's so sad that some women biological clocks is not like other women out there.
Right.
My mother had children all the way up to she was like 50 years old. Some women can, and men are so fairy. They so like, oh, I'd rather a young girl because she can have children. They rather go backwards than forwards because you don't know if this women is like how I say it's older women right now that can have children. And it's so sad that it's all unfortunate that what Esau did,
Right.
that just like they said, so we cannot build our nation. That's what it looked like.
Right. Con. So now we're gonna get back into this. This is verse 13. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the froward is carried headlong. Okay. Meaning, okay, I'm gonna break this one down because it just came to me. What does that mean? Like you gotta understand, like you think the white man's being evil to us, God is protecting us. Like I said earlier, you don't know, his ways are very mysterious.
Right.
You don't realize you so mad at that white doctor for not giving your mother pain medicine. He saved your mother from an opioid addiction that he gave the white woman. Like, how many of y'all know about the what's called doctors basically not giving a damn about black pain and basically thinking we're drug addicts and would refuse to give us pain medication just to give it to all these white people, and now they have an opioid crisis.
Right.
Y'all thought that was an accident? Nah, God planned that.
Right.
His ways are not your ways. You'll be caught in your own craftiness. Oh, you think it's okay to ignore my children's pain? No sweat, I got a plan for you. What's them cats' name? The Seabirds or whatever? The Spectres? Salaki, I'm sure you know, brother. What's the family responsible for oxys?
Say that again?
The family responsible for oxys. They had to go to the court recently because them cats, the devil's responsible for Oxycontin. I think it was the wife or the mother who actually did the official inventing, but an entire family owns that company.
Wow.
Hold on, let me see if I can look their name up.
Salakias. So the family, not the government, owns that, created that patent.
A lot of these are
Our families.
a lot of these drugs are privately owned.
Privately owned. It's privately owned. Pharmaceutical.
Yeah.
The government don't have anything to do with pharmaceutical. It's just regulation. But pharmaceutical end up being contracts with the government.
Sackler.
So yeah, that's private. It's a private company. Pharmaceuticals don't got nothing to do with the government.
Wow.
That's why they sell it for so much.
Right. Put whatever they want in there.
Where they have their own doctors.
And the government, they just double check.
They went bankrupt.
Not harmful.
This family went bankrupt, quote unquote, meaning we don't have enough money to pay our debts. This family won the lawsuits. Why? Because basically protected from, because everybody discovered they were fully aware the drugs they were giving were addictive and still pushed it to the public. These white people became addicted, and that's why you have what you see out here today. Not so much out here in Harlem, but yeah. Sha'ar, what set is this? I'm on right now. I'm about to start 5.
All
All right.
right.
Slacker, let me get y'all out of here real quick. So 14. Yuwamum, Yapa Pagashwa, Kashak, Wakalyala, Yamashashwa, Batazahar Yum, 15, Wayash, Wayashai, Ma Karab, Ma Payam, Wa Mayad, Kazak, Abba Yawan, 16, Wataya, Ladal, Takwawa, Wa'ilata, Kwapataza, Paya, 17, Hana, Asharya, Anawash, Yawakakan, Alawa, Wamawasar, Shadia, Al, Tamaas, Kaya, Hawa, Yakaayab, Wa Yakabash, Yamakataza, Wayadua, Darapayan, Bashash, Tazarawath, Tazawalak, Bashabai, La'a, Yagai, Baka, Rai, Baraib, Padab, Mamawath, Waba Malakama, Mayadia, Karab. All right, let me get into this. 14. They meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night. Okay? But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. So the poor hath hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. 17. Behold, happy is the man whom the power correcteth. Therefore despise not thou the chastening of the Almighty. For he maketh sore and bindeth up, he woundeth, and his hands make whole. He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles. Yea, in 7 there shall no evil touch thee. In famine he shall redeem thee from death, and in war from the power of the sword. Okay, so the Most High will be with you in the time of your distress. 21. Okay, so we're going to end off the verse. All right. Bashawat, Yakan Bashawat, La Shawan, Taka Kaba, Wala, Tayara, Mashad, Kaya, Yabawa, 22, Lashad, Wala Kapan, Tashakwat, Kwak, Wa Makayath, Ha Aratza, Al, Tayara, 23, Kaya, Ain, Abanya, Ha Shada, Barayathka, Wa Kayath, Ha Shada, Ha Shalama, Laka, 24, Waya Daif, Kaya, Shalom, Ahalka. What is a hall? Somebody give me that. What is a hall? Wa Pakwad, Pakwadat Khan.
What is it? You talking about a halka?
A halka.
That's the word that you're talking about?
A hall is the root.
A hall is the root.
Right. Because remember, you want to always look at words around it. Like if you see words that you know to be prepositions or possessive pronouns, you want to question: is that a part of the word, or is that just a possessive pronoun? Like mayamka, it's not mayamak, it's mayamka. You understand?
Okay.
Khan. So that's a halka. Wa Pakwadath, Nawaka, Wala, Ta Kata, 25, Wayadaith, Kaya, Rab, Zaraika, Wa Tazayaka, Ka'aishab, Ha Aratza, 26, Tabawa, Bakalath, Lak, Alia, Kwabar, Ka'ailawath, Gadayash, Ba'aithwa, Hana, Zath, Kakwaranwa, Kan, Haya, Shamaina, Wa'ata, Dai, Laka. What is a hall? Nobody knows what a hall is? John.
So like I said, I don't know what it is. I'm just reading on with you, and I have to.
Say what?
I have what it is underneath, but not offhand. I don't know what a
John.
hall
Yeah,
is.
John. What is it?
It says your tent, or that should or
Your
pretty much
tent.
your
Wow,
tent.
that's a
Yeah, pretty much
possessive.
possessive. Yeah.
Right. So that's the ka at the end. The your. A hall is tent. A hall is tent. Yeah, basically tent.
But
Con.
so like I said, but you have a in the front because you say it's a hall. It's a hall.
A hall. Yeah.
It's the word.
Is the word
It's the
itself.
word itself. Okay, all right.
Right.
Okay, I got it.
You gotta, yeah,
I got
con.
it.
Sometimes that'll be what's it called, but looking at context, is it somebody talking or is it somebody talking as in I'm going to do this, or is it just a straight sentence? And that'll help you to better understand it as well.
Okay.
A hall, con. So we finished that off. Let's get that in the English. Thou shalt be hid from the scourge of the tongue, neither shalt thou be afraid of destruction when it cometh. At destruction and famine thou shalt laugh, neither shalt thou be afraid of the beast of the earth. Yeah, and this is why people think we're weird when we do things like laugh at 9/11, which is a tragedy. But we're laughing at the fact that we understand certain things like, one, we're protected. Two, what's it called? This is the things that have to happen. We take cheer in this. That's also a scripture. Take cheer in the day of the Lord. But not in the stupid way that Christians do. Christians take cheer in the day of the Lord, not realizing like death is coming.
Right.
Like, and by Christians I also mean fake Israelites. Fake Israelites, that two-third crap, you you realize your mama's about to die, right? Like, I don't know about you, I like my mama. My mama eat a lot of pork, but I still love my mama.
Right.
Your stupid ass, your mama's a wicked sinner, so F her. Okay. That's not what you do.
Right.
That's not what the scripture is even talking about. Okay. 23, for thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. 24, and thou shalt know that thy tabernacle, in this instance it doesn't say tent, it says tabernacle, which is another one. Thy tabernacle shall be in peace, and thou shalt visit thy habitation, and shalt not sin. 25, thou shalt know also that thy seed shall be great, and thine offspring as the grass of the earth. Thou shalt come to thy grave in a full age, like a shock of corn cometh in his season. Lo, this we have searched it, so it is. Hear it, and know thou it for thy good. Meaning what? We know this to be true.
Right.
We've studied this, that this is the law,
Right.
and this is correct.
Right.
This is 6 and 1. Let's get this. Why Ya'ain? That's the answer. I.S.U.P.K. Why Ya'amar? Lawa Shakwawo Yashakwo Kaishya Wahayata Wahayaya Bamaazanya Yasha'awa Yakad. 3. Kaya Aita Makawo Yum Yum Yakabad Ayo Khan Dabaria Laiwa Kaya Katazaya Shadia Imadia. 4. Ashar Kamatham Shata Rawak Ba'ai Ya Alawa Ya'Iraq Wanya. 5. Yanahak Para Iolia Dasha Yagai Shawar Io Balayala Hayakal. We in 6. Tapal Mabal Ya Malak Yash Time Barayar Kalamawath Ma'ana Lanagawai Napashia. We in 7 now. Hama Kadawaya Lakam. Yeah. Alright. Oh, that's 6, right?
No, that was 7. That was the last set.
This is the last set. You sure?
Come on.
Come on, just making sure. Alright, I believe it. But Job answered and said, oh, that my grief were thoroughly weighed, and my calamity laid in the balances together. For now it would be heavier than the sand of the sea. Therefore my words are swallowed up. For the arrows of your wing are within me, and the poison whereof drinketh up my spirit. The terrors of God do set themselves in array against me. Doeth the wild ass bray when he hath grass, or loweth the ox over his fodder? 6. Can that which is unsavory be eaten without salt? Or is there any taste in the white of an egg? 7. The things that my soul refused to touch are as my sorrowful meat. As far as that one, I'm not exactly sure. This is a bit, what's it called? I wish I was a little more, what's it called? I should have called the codes to get a thorough breakdown of a few of these. But Khan, that's pretty much it. We'll get back into this next week. Give you a thorough breakdown. With that, I match you up here. Slacking. All right. Shapar, which means horn. You gotta catch that one at the right angle. I was hoping he caught me back by now.
This is like the goblets right there.
Oh, shucks. Fucking out. That'll be for later. Because I'm worried about this thing having your time. Results. So, like, if you ever, well, I'll tell you later. La Yasha'Allah, which means to Israel. Shapar, which means horn. Salakia, now we're about to get into it. Salakia Al-Majum, which means to stand. Sawapanya Hakodam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa, Shabbat Shemayim, Wadaj, Hayab, Shemka, Yahweh, Malakotka, Taba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayab, Aisha, Baratza, Kawa, Hayab, Bashmayim, Tanana, Lakham, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakana, Kawakana, Kasalakana, Kawakina, Walaa, Tabi'ayana, Wanasaya 1, Above, Hawashayna, Ayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Wahala, Watapara, Babylonia, Aman. English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come, thy will be done, in earth, as it is in heaven. Give us this day, our daily bread. Forgive us our debts, as we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the power. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory, forever. So be it. Hakak, the power in the Hebrew, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Abkushah, Matanana, Hakak, Larba'ah, Kal Makalah, Kal Marawah, Hakak, Latahar, Tazariah, Hakak, Hakim, Kak, Arakawa, Tamahala, Yarshan, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the water Aman. In English, Yahweh, in the name Yahushai, please give us the power, power to heal, all manner of sickness, all manner of disease, power to cleanse the leper, power to raise the dead, power against unclean spirits, to cast them out, in the name Yahushai, thank you, so be it. Psalms 121 in the Hebrew, Asha'af, Ayanya, Ahahaya, Ma'ayan, Yaba'ah, Isaiah mine, Yahweh, Aisha, Shemayam, Baratza, Ayatan, Namawat, Regalka, Alianawam, Shemarka, Manala'a, Yanawam, Wala'ah, Yayishan, Shalomar, Yasharal, Yahweh, Shemarka, Yahweh, Tazarka, Aliyah, Yamyanka, Yawamam, Hashemat, La'ah, Yakaka, Vayarak, Balayala, Yahweh, Yashemarka, Karai, Yashemar, Aknapashka, Yahweh, Yashemar, Tazaka, Mabuaka, Ma'aita, in English, I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help? My help cometh from Yahweh. Which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Yahweh is thy keeper. Yahweh is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day. Nor the moon by night. Yahweh shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. Yahweh shall preserve thy going out. And thy coming in. From this time forth. And even forevermore. Psalms 83 in the Hebrew. Alahaya.
Ayahaya.
Adam Yalaka.
Adam Yamaka.
Ata Karash.
Adagarash.
Wa Ata Shakwat.
Wa'adasquat.
Allah.
Allah.
Kayahana.
Kanana.
Alayabika.
Ayayamaka.
Yahamayawan.
Yahamayawam.
Wa Mashanayaka.
Amashanayaka.
Nashawa.
Nazaru.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Al-Amaka.
Ayamaka.
Exactly. So, continue. He's back. Babu Shah. Al-Amaka. Al-Amaka.
Al-Amaka.
Amaka.
Wow.
Ya Arayamwa.
Ayayamu.
So what?
Sawad.
Wayata ya tazawa. Al.
Al.
Tazapawa.
Tazabawan.
Yaka.
Laka.
Amawa.
Amara.
Lakawa.
Lakawa.
Wanakyada.
Malakia.
Magawaya.
Mayawaro.
Wala'a.
Waba'a.
Yazakar.
Yazagar.
Sham Yashala.
Sham Yashala.
Awad.
Awad.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Natawat. Slakia. Now what? Natawat is a what?
Tajawatazwa.
La.
La.
Yakadwa.
Makawa.
Al Yaka.
Ayaka.
Baya. Slakia. Baya.
Kaya.
Yakarafwa.
Nakawa.
Ahalia.
Ahaya.
Our Adakwa.
Ayakawa.
Wayashamalia.
Mashamayo.
Mawa'aba.
Mabahaba.
Wahagaya.
Rangoya.
Gabal.
Kabal.
How Imwa.
Amun.
Wa'amalak.
Ma'amalak.
Palashaf.
Farashah.
Shabiwa.
Ashabio.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gam Ashwa.
Go Ashua.
Nalawa.
Narawa.
Amam.
Amam.
How Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Yazawa.
Tazawa.
Labana.
Labanya.
Labanyalawat.
Labanya.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Asha.
Laham.
Laham.
Cambodia.
Cambodia.
Kasa Arab.
Kasasa Aya.
Kabanya Slakia. Kawab Slakia. Kawabia.
Kayamu.
Banaka.
Babaka.
Kwayanashwa.
Kawasmu.
Nasha Madwa.
Nashawamu.
Ba'ayan Arab.
Ojawan Iowa.
Hayawa.
Hayawa.
Daman.
Kawan.
La Akadma.
Nankawa.
Shaya Tamwa.
Sanatamu.
Nadaya Mawa.
Nantama Yanuwa.
Ka Arab.
Kawara.
Wazaka Ayaba.
Kayaba.
Wakazabak.
Wakazabak.
Wakataza Salakia. Wakatazamanai.
Because it tells the nominal.
Cow.
Cow.
Nayashakamwa.
Just come.
Asha.
Ashar.
Amawa.
Amara.
Nayasha Asha.
Another Sharisha.
Lanawa.
Lanawa.
Af.
Ah.
Naawaf.
Nawaf.
Alahaya.
Ayahaya.
Alahaya.
Ayahaya.
Shamyatamwa.
Shatamu.
Kagalgala.
Kagamu.
Kakwash.
Kakwash.
Lapanya.
Napanya.
Racha.
Raka.
Kaash.
Kaash.
Dabai Ira Yaira.
Ira.
Kawala Salakia. Waka Lahaba.
Nakazababa.
Salawat.
Tawawat.
Harya.
Kaya.
Khan.
Kan.
The Radakma.
Tawadakmu.
Basa Irika.
Pasha Irika.
Waba.
Waba.
So what Pathka.
So what the Baska?
Daba Ha'alam.
The Halam.
Mala'a.
Maba'a.
Panyaham,
Payaham,
Kwalawan,
Kalawam,
Wayabashkwawa,
Wayabashkava,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Bahashawa,
Parashawa,
Wayabakhawa,
Mayabashawa,
Ayai,
Ayadai,
Wayakapawa,
Kapara,
Abadwa,
Bawa,
Daiwa,
Daiwa,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Aita,
Ata,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Labaka,
Labaka,
Al Yawan,
Allah one,
Akal,
Akal,
Ha'arataza.
Parataza.
Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh,
Hold not thy peace,
and hold not thy peace,
and be not still,
and be not still,
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
For lo,
For lo,
thy enemies make a tumult,
our AD make a tumult,
and they that hate
and
thee
they that hate thee
have lifted up their head.
have lifted up their head.
They have taken crafty counsel
They have taken crafty counsel
against thy people,
against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden
and
ones.
get consulted against thy hidden
They
one.
have said,
They have said,
Come,
come,
and let us cut them off from being a
let
nation,
them cut them off of being a nation.
that the name of Israel may be no more
The
remembered.
name of Israel be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against thee.
The tabernacles of Edom,
The tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the
and
Hagarines,
the Hagarene,
Gabal,
the Baal,
and Ammon,
and Ammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Assur also is joined up with them.
So also join with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They are hoping the children of Salah,
Selah,
Salah,
do unto them
go unto them,
as unto the Midianites,
and unto the Midianites,
as to Sisera,
as to Sarah,
as to Jabez,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kishon,
at the brook of Kishon,
which perish at
who
Endor.
perished at Endor.
They become a stone for the
They
earth.
became a dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Obed,
Make their nobles like the red,
and like Zahed.
and like Zahed.
Yea,
Yea,
all their princesses of Zabah,
as a princess as a Ba,
and as Amunah,
as a Mona,
who said,
who said,
let us take to ourselves
let him take to ourselves
the houses of the Most High in possession.
the house of the Most High in possession.
O my power,
All my power,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stubble before the wind,
and they stumble for the wind.
as the fire burneth their wood,
As bright burning the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest,
So persecute them with our tempest,
and make them afraid of thy
and
storm.
make them afraid with our storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
and they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh,
O Yahweh,
let them be confounded in
let them
trouble
be found in trouble
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame
let them be put to shame
and perish,
and perish,
that men may know
and then they know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone
his
is
name alone is
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
art the Most High
of the Most High,
over all the earth.
of the whole earth.
I'll take it back if you want. You want? Come up, come up. Come over there. And I'll do the English.
I.S.U.P.K blessings in Hebrew. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Yahweh Shai.
Wa Makriya Ara.
Wa Makriya.
Wa Arahaya.
Wa Arahaya.
Mateza Baya.
Jazabaya.
Alawat Yohana.
Alawat Yohana.
Ahalo Wapya.
Hahawakim.
Saharanya.
Hasavaranya.
Hakwatazayanya.
Hakatazayanya.
Hakaya Yaya.
Hakayayanya.
Wahaakia.
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 Ha'akwati.
Wahaakia.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahweh Shai.
Yahweh Shai.
The Wada Aman.
Wahaakia.
In the English, bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Yahweh Shai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angels.
And the angels.
Commanding Johnny Yahana.
Commanding Johnny Yahana.
The generals.
The generals.
Captains.
Captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And assistants.
And assistants.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
In the name of Yahweh Shai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it.
Bless Israel. The loved ones, you just say, call Yahshua.
Come.
Yeah, come.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Bless Israel.
Bless Israel.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba'ashem.
Ba'ashem.
Yahushai.
Yahushai.
Barakanawa.
Barakanawa.
Yasha'ala.
Yasha'ala.
Haba Yasapaya.
Yasapaya.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Hagan.
Hagan. Hagan.
Call Yasharal.
Call Yasha'ala.
Call Yasha'ala.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
Ba'ashem Yahushai.
The water Amon.
The water Amon.
What he just read was Yahweh in the name of Yahushua, bless us and Israel in the school, bless, heal, shield, protect all Israel in the name of Yahushua. Thank you, so be it. And this is the curses. I do this in English. No, you know, stay right there. Blessed are you, Yahweh.
Blessed are you, Yahweh.
King of heaven and earth.
King of heaven and earth.
In all things living.
In all things living.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Listen to us now.
Listen to us now.
Right now.
Right now.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
Punishment and destruction.
The heathen.
The heathen.
That speak against us.
That speak against
Thy
us.
prophets.
Thy prophets.
The teachers.
The teachers.
The princes.
The princes.
The priests.
The priests.
The Israelite brothers.
The Israelite brothers.
And the school.
And the school.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
And punishment and destruction.
And punishment and
To
destruction.
the heathen.
To the heathen.
Shake loose the treasure.
And shake loose the treasure.
Of the rich of Israel.
Of the rich of Israel.
That refuse to give to the school.
That refuse to get to the school.
Force their riches.
Force their riches.
To enter into thy sanctuary.
Enter thy sanctuary.
Send evils and curses.
Send evils and curses.
Punishment and destruction.
And punishment and destruction.
To the Edomites.
To the Edomites.
The nation.
And the nation.
And their drug
And
dealers.
the drug dealers.
Court system.
Court system.
Prison system.
Prison system.
Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
All the governments of our enemies.
All the governments are our enemies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Amalek synagogues and armies.
Roman Catholic Church.
Roman Catholic Church.
Pope.
The Pope.
Islam.
Islam.
Christianity.
Christianity.
Egyptology.
Egyptology.
Militia.
Militia.
Ku Klux Klan.
Ku Klux Klan.
Aryan Nation.
Aryan Nation.
Skinheads.
Skinheads.
Posse Kamataza.
Posse Kamataza.
Gay movement.
Gay movement.
Lesbian movement.
The lesbian movement.
Spies.
Spies.
Workers of witchcraft.
Workers of witchcraft.
NASA space program.
That's our space program.
Army.
Army.
Navy.
Navy.
Air Force.
Air Force.
Marines.
Marines.
Wall Street.
Wall Street.
Open up the internet.
Open up the internet.
And the airwaves.
And the airwaves.
Cable access channel.
Cable access
And the
channel.
radio channel.
And the radio channel.
Convict the spirit.
Convict the spirit.
of any of our people.
And then United people
that seek to stop
that
us.
seek to stop
And
us.
bring swift destruction.
And bring swift destruction.
To all the heathens.
To all the heathen.
That stand in the way.
That stand in the way.
Or try to stop us.
Or try to stop us.
From broadcasting your word.
Broadcasting your word.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Throughout the planet Earth.
Let loose all the planet.
Let loose all the planet.
Let them cause them to go to and
Cause them
fro
to go to and fro.
through the earth.
Through the earth.
And consume them.
And consume them.
Let the plague shake
Let the plague shake
the house of the thief.
the house of the thief
And the murderer.
and the murderer.
Like Yahushua.
Let Yahushua,
Michael and Gabriel.
Michael and Gabriel,
Come down with the flying saucers.
come down with the flying saucers
And punish all the heathen.
and punish all the heathen
that come up against
that
us.
come up against us.
As we speak thy
And
word.
we speak thy word.
Cause we know by all.
Cause it be known by all.
That is the angels that have done it.
That is the angels that have done it.
Cause it be spread through the media.
Cause it be spread through the media.
Throughout the whole
Throughout the
world.
whole world.
Causing a shake at thy coming.
Come to shake that I come.
In the name of
In the name
Yahushua.
of Yahushua.
Thank you always.
Thank you always.
So be it.
So be it.
Yeah, sorry, which means the time. We're gonna give one courtesy section to be seated. You shot me. We're gonna give one courtesy salute. Yeah, come. Man of Israel, Amajim Shabbat. Amajim Barak.
Yahweh Hashem Yahshua Rakhtah.
Yad Matah, hands down. Side to, to the sister. Sis, Amajim. Man of Israel, we're going to give one courtesy salute to the sister. Man of Israel, Amajim Shabbat. Amajim Barak.
Yahweh Shemua Adon Hashem Yahshua.
Yad Matah, hands down, dismissed. Salaki. Did either of y'all want to be anointed? Did you want to be anointed, bro?